My name's Nikki, N-I-K-I. I'm 32. I'm a lady.
This is Return to the Land, a group of millennials who organised online to build something radical and controversial. A town for white people only, that they insist is completely legal.
No black, no gay, and no Jewish people. That is the rule in this white-only town being built in Arkansas. Nope, this isn't 1950. It's happening right now in 2025 in the Ozarks. A group called Return to the Land has built what they proudly call a whites-only community on 160 acres in the Ozarks. They've got cabins, roads, fences, wells, community center, and even a private schoolhouse, all for people who pass their strict racial and cultural tests. To live there, you must be white with European ancestry, straight, Christian, and you cannot be black, Jewish, LGBTQ, or follow a non-European religion.
What's up, my beautiful people? It's your lovely girl, Beryl. Thank you all for those who've been watching my channel. And I see you, we are at 215 subs. And we are headed to 1,000. Dreams are valid, dreams are valid, dreams are valid. Yay! Yeah, so let me not waste much of your time. Guess what? There's a group in Arkansas who are forming a community of white only people. Even the dogs are here, they're white. Yeah, they don't want help from anyone. But now they thought so, right? Now they want our help. Now they want your help. You, colored person. Yes, you, I'm talking to you. They're asking the government for help. They're now on social media. Things they didn't want. Oh, we don't want. Oh, we don't want. Now they're asking for help. Hey! Let me just not waste much of your time. Guess what? If it were a black person, a person of color, saying they want to form their own community, let me tell you, the chaos, the conflict, the the bashment, they won't have it. They would be like, oh, those immigrants are there. Why are they forming their own community? Their crime is gonna go high. Like when they see a colored person, necessarily not black, just a colored person, they term it as criminals, drug dealers, uneducated. I'm so sure if we have an apartment, like let me just bring you close. I did a video on how ICE raided a black apartment, right? Sorry, how ICE raided a black apartment, and they even did so much harm to kids. They zipped them up, they separated them from the parents when they're sleeping. Kids in the morning, babies, children. I can imagine how much trauma they're gonna carry. Are you gonna pay for their therapy? Are you? So they raid it like that, right? They do all that. Oh, get out! I don't know if it's legal or not, but you can imagine the chaos, right? If it were a white-only apartment, have you ever heard of such? I'm talking to you. So now, these white people have just decided, yeah, we have free will. We can do what we want, how we want. So let's just do this. Let's build our own place. No black person, no anything of color. We just want ourselves. Mind you, the I know you feel the trauma our ancestors went through, the slavery, brutality, the killings, the I know you feel it, and I know you want to tell me something about it. Please share in the comment section. I see you. I read your comments. I try my best to always react with a love heart or a like. I'm trying my best to catch up because the love out here is too much. So guys, do you think you want to help them? They're asking for help because a community is built with togetherness. Yes, they're white, they might be qualified, but man, even America was not built by only white people. Actually, it was just people of color. Yeah, so tell me, can you help them? or what do you have to say? Please share in the comment section, and please subscribe if you're new here. Like, share, comment. We're gonna have 1,000 subs, 1,000 subs, 1,000 subs. So please watch the video. Tell me what you think about this. Bye.
It's only community. Only white people are going to be allowed. Oh, probably shouldn't listen to that. So only white people are going to be allowed. What do you mean, people? People aren't mad about that? Okay, but they're supposed to get really mad about it.
They vet applicants with video interviews, and some are even asked to prove their ancestry. The founders, Eric Orwell and Peter Sears, say that they want to create a, quote, fortress for the white race. In their own words, you want a white nation, build a white town. Now, here's the thing. They're calling it a private membership association to dodge federal housing laws. Basically, they sell membership shares through a company called Wisdom Woods LLC. And rather than traditional deeds, which they claim makes them exempt from anti-discrimination laws like the Fair Housing Act. And shockingly, well, maybe not, there's already 40 people living on the site and hundreds more worldwide are applying. They say they have things like goat herding, homeschool programs, flute recitals, and even a white baby bounty, basically rewarding white females for having more children. And I saw one of their interviews, and even their dog is white. And get this, they're not stopping in Arkansas. They've already announced plans to expand into Missouri near Springfield. Now, civil rights groups like the NAACP and Anti-Defamation League and state officials are calling it what it is, a modern-day experiment in segregation, racism, and legal loopholes.
Something about this white-only community sets me off. And it sets me off because as a race, anytime black people try to get together and commune and have community for themselves, and only black people living around each other, you kill them. You take them out of here. So I could literally go on and on. Tulsa Massacre, Rosewood, East Street, St. Louis. I can literally go on and on. The Move 5. We can't have nothing, but y'all want to have it and y'all want to live alone. But when we wanted to live alone, you wanted to red room us. This just doesn't make sense to me. Furthermore, no one cares if they live alone. Bye. 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 Please get up out of here. Furthermore, all this land is stolen. There were indigenous people here prior to you. So when they say things like, I want to be alone, I wish they'd go back to their country, where did you come from?
Funniest part about that whites only town in Arkansas, black folks ain't mad, and you're mad, we not mad. So there's a brand new whites only town in Arkansas, and the gag is black people don't even care. Now, I've seen the comments. Why aren't black people upset? Why are you mad about this? We gonna clear this up right now. Nobody's upset, Popo. See, the one thing black people ain't gonna do is lose sleep over other people that want to create a safe space for themselves. Build your own little town, plant a flag, that's fine. Hang a welcome sign, whatever makes you feel good. Honestly, we gotta be real about something, cause I saw the interviews, I saw the clips. This ain't a town of exceptional people. I mean, think about it. If you drop everything to move to this town, you probably already didn't have much going on anyway, right? And that's not shady, that's facts. So the question is again, why should black folks care? This is the part that cracks me up the most. Y'all want us to care. I see the confusion in your eyes. I see it. Y'all like, don't the blacks care? Don't they want to be where we are? Nah. We just want to make sure when we build our communities, we're not cheated out of the things that we're supposed to have. That's all we care about, boo. And it's wild because history has shown as soon as black people do build their own thriving spaces, what happened? Some of your people roll up and burn the whole thing down. But we're supposed to believe now y'all just want to be left alone. Child, I'm going to tell you what really gave it away for me, though. The fact that they ran to the media. That's not privacy, y'all. That's desperation. Numbers must be low. If you got to beg the evening news to let them know that you exist, waitlist my ass. See, if black folks were building their town, the media would be the last people that we want to know about it. We gatekeep. We ain't trying to broadcast. But y'all couldn't wait to hold a press conference. That's not security, that's thirst. So no, we're not upset, we're not jealous, we're not even plotting to crash your party. Cause truth be told, we really don't care. And honestly, that's what really bothers y'all.
Even make it 2 months without there being talks of them actually failing as a community, bro. I feel like Paul Atreides, Blazing Aga Eve type shit. Oh, that shit is nuts, bro. And I haven't seen anything that like concretely says it has failed. You know what I mean? But I can infer what they're going through. Because if you look at how the farmers in Arkansas are dealing with the Trump administration, the Trump regime, you know, them farmers are struggling, and I'm assuming that them folks down there are struggling even more than the farmers. You know, because it's really funny, bruh. It's really funny because I had a whole bunch of white folks in my comments talking about we don't need y'all, we don't need colors, we don't need the blacks, you know. But it's obvious that you do, you know, like a lot of the labor and a lot of the materials that y'all need in order to survive come from color folks, come from people of color. You know what I mean? So I'm just do a little victory lap type shit, you know. But I was right, goddammit.
So did y'all hear about the people that are moving to Arkansas? They want to build their own town. Stop it. So did you know also that now they are begging the government to help them? They want money for housing. They want money for food. I thought you were so above everyone and you can only be white to live here. Really? Use your whiteness and all that money that you claim you have and build your own town the way you said. No one cared. No one cared that you had that land, that you only wanted white people. You had to put in an application and they can deny your application because you weren't white enough and you weren't superior enough. Oh, really? So why do you need that same government to assist you, boo? That doesn't even make good common sense. And then they claim that they're so great at building and architecture and engineering, but they're not even qualified. If you look up the qualifications in their town, they don't match. So the only qualifications it looks like they have, I'm white.
Hi, what's up, my beautiful people? It's your lovely girl, Beryl. I want to thank you all so much for being here, for being part of the journey. And guess what? We are at 215 subs, 215. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We talk about literally everything: politics, religion, just bold stories that really gets in touch with our human side, right? So if you're new here, please subscribe, like, share, comment. I'm gonna give you a like, a heart, or even just try my best to comment. I see so much love from all of you in the comment section. I'm happy because of you. Thank you so much. So we are headed at 1,000 subs and we're gonna get it. Manifestation, period. So let me not waste much of your time and get dive into exactly what's going on. So there's this white group that has decided. What have they decided? They are going to build a white community, white only community. I know you have a lot to say about this. Please comment and tell me what you think about it. You've watched the video compilation and I am pretty sure you have something to tell us. Please do and share with us. In a place where lines were drawn by race, a town that once banned black people is now pleading for help. They're desperate. They're now asking for help from the federal government. Today, I'm bringing you real reactions, black and white, as this troubled community is fighting for its survival. So, whatever I'm going to tell you is just raw, unfiltered, full of tension, and this is why White's only town is begging for help. I'm going to give you all those reasons. You've watched it. Let me now break it down for you. So, as obviously I've written my notes, you've seen that the first video is a town with a painful past. Like there's a community founded on the idea of separation, exclusion, and just whites only identity. Now let's move fast forward to today. Its population is now dwindling, right? Local businesses are struggling, infrastructure is failing, and like the town is going through a lot, and they're now reaching out. Guess what? Drum rolls for support. Hey, and they are called survival. Okay, their plea assistance. I know what you're thinking. Just tell me in the comment section. Don't be scared. Just share. It's a free world, remember. But behind those pleas of lies, there's something deeper. Okay, the lingering scars of exclusion, identity, and division. Those scars are still there. They exist. Even if they're asking for assistance, it's very hard for a scar to disappear on your body. Let me show you my scar. Here, I got it in high school. When was that? 2015. And now it's still there. The same as the scars that of division on black people, still there. So across town and across color lines, people are now reacting. Sorry. The black residents, white residents, neighbors who remember old wounds. I'm also remembering those wounds, man. Their voices are echoing across the streets. Hope, skepticism, grief, and anger in all one chorus. You're about to hear what they said with no filter. You've watched the video, right? Do I have to get into it? But no, since you're my favorite people, let me now give you at least some one or two just reactions of these black people who have like we have gone through let me just continue. Some of them were saying, I don't trust their motives. They built this town by excluding people like moi, me. Sorry about that. They built these towns excluding people like me. You had that right. And that is true. Kansas, they're trying to build a city by racially segregating people. Something their ancestors did. It's not new. And now they're asking for help from those people who they have segregated. Make it make sense. Another person commented, it's ironic begging for help now after pushing people out for decades. Another one, everyone's suffering regardless of color. So, these are just not words, guys. They're the weight of history that is speaking to the present. Okay? This is just not a financial crisis, okay? It's just not something like a financial crisis. It's a crisis of identity, guilt, defiance, broken promises. And when a town built on racial exclusion begins to crumble, it forces everyone to reckon with their values, their histories, their future, all their dreams, name it. Some will extend a hand, others will demand real change, not just aid with strings attached. So, guys, as you watch, keep these questions in your mind. Can a past built on exclusion ever fully reconcile itself to a future grounded in inclusion? Can it? Can it? They've built it through exclusion. Now they want inclusion. Will a town be built? Think about it. Another one. Is help now too little or too late for them? I'll just skip my comments for now on that. So now it's time to hear those voices, entitled voices. Like they're asking, where do I begin? We have slavery taking place, right? During those days, who knows even now? Slavery taking place took people from their original homeland, now took them back to America to make America great again. Now, they're the inhabitants, right? So we have the original inhabitants of the US, and they built the country, blah blah blah, and all that, which is very good history, right? But now they started to racially segregate people during that slavery time. Whites, blacks. When I say blacks, I include people of color, not necessarily us, but people of color. So they do that, and black people just and they grow. The people of color just build themselves. We have tried. When black people can now be doctors, lawyers, engineer, pilots, which is kudos to us. And that slavery, equality, democracy is being fought for. We're trying our best to be treated equally on all fields, no matter your skin color or where you come from. Yeah, that is a fight that is taking forever, but it's still there, right? But it's reduced. Then all of a sudden, this group emerges in Arkansas and they decide, you know what, we can bring what our ancestors were doing. What's the harm, right? What's the harm? Sorry, that's my alarm. What's the harm? You ask me what's the harm? You your ancestors brutally hurt ours. And its history is still stuck here, even if we didn't exist at that time. The pain is in our hearts. We read books about it. We can't forget what you put us through. And now you're starting the same. You know, this is how it started. These small things you're now trying to ignore. They'll build up and become something else. So they start to build a town. White only. Even the dogs I hear are white. How? I don't know. Is it the cat? I just don't want to get into it because this is hilarious. It's funny as F. Okay? So they build a town. You know, a town is not built by just one person. America was not built by one person. People of color helped build it till date. And now they think when they divide themselves from people of color, they're gonna do better. They still need engineers, labor, doctors, lawyers, and I understand whites also have that, but a community cannot be built on one race only. It's not easy. That is why they're now asking for help. And they even, if they are doing well, they couldn't have brought this on social media. And what is bothering me is, why are we allowing this? They should be condemned. Please share this video. And that is just, it's 2025. Please wake up. I understand you have the freedom. I understand you can do whatever you want. But if it were a person of color, it could have been ICE immigrants. Everybody get down, boom, boom, right? It's not a matter of comparison, but should we help these people, guys? Tell me, will you help them since they racially segregated you? You're not white. And you might get that when DNA is done, they have a bit of some black. Wait till they hear that Jesus is back. What are they gonna do? Oh my goodness. Anyway, thank you so much for the love out there. I appreciate you. I see you. And I want to tell you, mwah, kisses from Kenya. And I want you to know, take care of yourself. Have a great week. I love you and you matter. Mwah. Bye.